What do we think?
I mean, I think that we've all been sort of cognizant of the fact that Supernatural was snubbed for the Oscars. And so I feel like we're getting our comeuppance right now.
Sure.
Yeah.
By being on the same stage.
Jared?
A question just occurred to me that I don't know if I'm allowed to ask of y'all.
Ask it.
Yes, you can go to the restroom.
Well, you're just amongst friends. So
May I use the bathroom? Is there an Apocalypse World Sam Winchester?
We just literally just said that these are the worlds that the brothers were not born into. Like, playback doesn't have to go back more than 15 seconds.
I couldn't hear it. I was like, they're saying something. I can't.
Yeah, no, there's no Winchesters in these alternate worlds. So wait, I have a question.
Is there an Apocalypse World? Okay, fine. I accept.
Where are we?
Is there an Apocalypse World Dean Winchester?
No.
Obviously not. There's monsters.
that's right. Interestingly enough, Jared plays the smart one. Yeah.
Plays. Pretends in the animated side.
How many bloopers are there of Castiel with an accent?
None. Zero.
Really?
No bloopers.
I don't
I will
believe
not sign off on those bloopers.
Well, another. Oh, no.
It's gone. No, it's gone. To be perfectly honest, I actually had electroshock therapy to take that out of my head.
We all did.
I can't do it anymore. I'm sorry.
Well, another new element, it's a character, not an element, this year is obviously Alexander as Jack. What has this experience, was it what you expected?
In one word, traumatizing. No, it's been great. Yeah, getting to work with these. He doesn't believe me. That's fine. I like going to work, minus some of the other extra stuff.
Well, to be fair, you were basically naked for like the first 3 episodes.
I really was. Yeah.
I mean, that's traumatizing for all of us.
Yeah, fair. Showing up on set was definitely nerve-wracking with no wardrobe. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, I'll just stand in front of them. Hopefully they don't laugh or anything, No, it's been good.
That's probably pretty nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Alexander. I'm naked.
Yeah. Go sit in that corner, please. Great.
As good as he is in the part, every time he has a scene with Jared, he has to put up with so much crap.
It's been the ultimate
which is good for Misha because Misha isn't the butt of it. But he hangs in there like grim death. So if you love his acting, it's even better than you think.
These are the takes they can use.
I still love the Misha found a friend.
We could write a book together. It would be acting under duress.
Yes. It's called, what do you call obstacle acting?
Obstacle acting.
Yeah. Just trying to navigate your way.
Obstacle course.
True story. One of our directors, Nina, who we love and adore, was shooting Alex's close-up, and
In Tombstone. Yeah.
and we'll call it light hazing, got so bad
That's
that
what my lawyer's calling it too.
It got so bad that she said, "All right, forget it." He couldn't get through a take, because we wouldn't let him. And so she said, all right, forget it. Swing the cameras up to the guys, get their close-ups, and shoot them out and get them off my set. So that we can go back and shoot Alex's close-up without them here.
Well, I love Alex's reaction because he had done like 1 or 2 or 3 takes, and he's like, "That's it. They're
Oh yeah, she didn't tell him what the plan was. She was like, "All right, we're done with that. Let's go up to the boys."
And he's doing this like, "I was laughing through every take," and we're like,
"There's not a good take. There's nothing they can use."
And so they move on to us and film us out, and Alex is like, "My God, I didn't even really get a close-up because they were messing with me." And so we finish our close-ups, and it's like, okay, it's a wrap on Jensen and Jared. Okay, put the cameras back on Alex now. And he's like, oh, I do get a close-up. They're just in the voice. Only Misha and Alex have ever kicked us off our own set. Bravo.
Also, a lot of people theorizing that something happened between my mom and Misha is like some serious speculation.
Don't go down that rabbit hole.
I can't.
Don't.
So,
That's a guilty look. Yeah, sorry.
we're going to keep moving.
And as the season progresses and you know they start getting wins, then he starts to get his confidence back.
I remember the scene for me that was the most takes for me was it was My Bloody Valentine, and
Good movie.
Really good, great movie. Cass walked up to the table. We're in an autopsy. What is it called? A coroner's
Morgue.
Morgue.
A mortuary?
Pipe down. I walked up to the table and I was delivering my, Cass dialogue, blah, 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 and Jared and Jensen are on the other side of this stainless steel table, and every time I walked up, Jared had a broom handle in my crotch, and I was just laughing, and so I'm not good at.
He was giggling.
I was giggling. I was giddy. And I'm not good at not laughing. Right, Bob? Not good at that. It's not one of my strengths. So finally, the first AD took the broom handle away from him. And then Jared continued. I was delivering my dialogue. Blah, 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 blah. Jared continued to be, annoying. He had a foot, and he was making faces. And then finally, Jensen was like a friend on the set. Said, "Hey man, don't deliver the dialogue to him. Just say it to me." And I was like, "Thank you." And so I said my lines. I walked up to the stainless steel table. I said my line to Jensen, and Jensen went. So many takes. So many takes.
Teamwork.
Okay, I have a question from our Facebook Live feed. We're live on the Facebooks.
Who's live?
I mean, we are.
What?
We're live.
Oh, God.
All right, Lindsay Ann Beard would like to know, is there a famous haunted location that you would like to see in a future episode? There you go.
There are 2 for me. Winchester Mystery House would be awesome. And there's one that I consistently forget the name of, but it's supposed to be the most haunted place in America. It's like a hotel in Colorado. The Stanley. The Stanley. Yeah, that's supposed to be. I want to go stay there. It's going to be scary. Is it?
I didn't stay, but I've been.
And?
It was traumatizing.
No.
It was really
Stanley
scary.
and Winchester.
Yeah.
Well,
That's true, too. Gorgeous and traumatizing.
the gorgeous. The gorgeous what?
No, the Stanley is gorgeous.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Got it.
It's a beautiful
Was it
building.
the gorgeous?
Yeah.
Got it. So those two.
Anybody else have a famous location?
Maui.
Known to be haunted.
Lots of ghosts.
Gotta be some ghosts in Maui. That's
Boat.
A baby boat.
Jensen only speaks in one word. For the rest of the family. All right.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
So, I was wondering, what's the difference between preparing yourself for an actual episode and something like this?
It was an actual episode. Wait, are y'all not going to air it?
Do you mean this or this? Do you mean the episode, Scooby? Are you talking about being on stage?
Yeah.
Voiceovers.
Okay.
Acting out.
Okay. For a minute there, I thought it was a good question.
Just kidding, Abby. Just kidding.
Abby's a friend. I can say that.
Abby's our friend.
I was like, you just roasted this girl.
Say hi to Abby.
Hi, Abby.
Yes. Truth or dare? The three.
The people have spoken, Misha. Truth or dare?
And I feel like it should be a dare.
I mean, obviously, dares.
Dare! That was a bad mistake.
Will you thumb wrestle me?
I knew it. As soon as he got up, I was like, microphone, microphone. And this is what it's come to. This is what it's come to.
That was
not
masterful
where I
thumb
thought I was
wrestling.
going. All right,
That was
let's
ballsy.
do
I was like, oh,
the
God.
red shirt right behind you. We're gonna go to the edge, because that's where I like to live.
That's where the show is.
Danger's my middle name.
How you guys doing?
Good.
So, my wife got me into this show. That's her. I didn't think it was something, it was a show that I would like personally, but she got me into it. And the one thing that really stuck to me was the relationship between you two as brothers. I have 3 brothers myself, 2 older, 1 younger, and I've heard over the course of the show you guys have gotten really close, but the thing that stuck to me was how early on you both came across as brothers, as friends, as at times you guys just couldn't stand being around each other, and as having personal experience that with my own brothers where I don't want to be around them, I don't want to talk to them. Eventually we come back, we find that bond that brings us back together as family, and the fact that you guys have come across as real brothers from the get-go is one thing that really, like I said, stuck to me. So how did that come across with you guys? How did that chemistry come so early where you literally come across as 2 people? If I never saw the show, oh yeah, they're brothers. I totally see that, because my oldest brother is a lot like Dean. He's hard-headed. He knows what he knows. He's going to tell you what he's going to tell you, and it is what it is. And as Dean Sam a lot in many instances with my oldest brother, it's like I said, it came across extremely genuine. And the writers can give you all the words and the best scripts to read, but you two really got that across. And how did that come up, and how do you guys keep that going 13 years later?
Thanks, man. Great question. Welcome to the family. Thanks, wife. Super cool. Again, to parrot something he said a moment ago, I wish I had the recipe. I think the basics were you're not going to do it without the right words. You know, you can write, you can have De Niro and Pacino read an awful script and they can't make anything happen. So we had the raw material to work with, and then I think we just got each other. We were both really grateful to be in the position we were in. We were both willing to work hard, put in the extra hours.
Young and hungry.
Young and hungry, and just, I mean it. Like, it was one of those, you know, you're not going to work me too hard. 16-hour day, fine. You got to fly there, fine. He and I both were just there, committed to the script. We loved the characters. We trusted the writers, and we went for it. You know, I mean, we didn't hold back. We went for it, both personally. We also have a lot in common just on the paper. You know, from where we grew up to who our football team is to. We both have older brothers and younger sisters, and our family kind of raised us similarly. Our parents still are married to and they live in the homes in the areas we grew up in. And so we had a lot of raw material just literally on the page that we had a lot to share, a lot in common. You know, we talked about the Cowboys. We had stuff to bond over. It wasn't like, and I've done movies and projects where the producers in the studio will send you to a location a week ahead of filming, 2 weeks ahead of filming, to have you all hobnob, you know, like, well, we're going to have them do dinners together and they'll be friends and then it'll come across on screen. And that feels very falsified and fake. And this just kind of happened naturally. It was like, well, hey, it's only 5 p.m. Cowboys are playing tonight. You want to go watch it? I'm going to watch it anyways. Sure. You know, so it became one of these natural bonding experiences. And
there's a moment too that we can't overlook, and it's a moment that happened, I believe, episode 2 of the show. We were filming. It was Wendigo. We were filming out in Stanley Park, and Eric Kripke sat the two of us down, and he said, "Guys, I can't impress upon you how important this is." And he pointed to the two of us and said, "This relationship is crucial to the success of this show.
Yeah, the show lives and dies with you.
And it lives and dies with you, and you need to understand that you are now shouldering that responsibility." And, you know, we were young guys at that time, and I think it really hit us hard. I know those words still resonate with me today. And the fact that he sat us down and had that conversation. I'm older now than he was then. Like, yeah. So he was giving us a pep talk, and he wasn't much older than us, and that pep talk, I think, has sustained us for quite a while. And he and I instantly grew up in that moment and said, you know what, we're going to have to be super adults about this, and we can be children later when Misha joins the show.
What he said.
But you two also do, in the real world, love each other like brothers. I mean, you spend a lot of time together, and you're good friends, and you've actually spent the bulk now of your adult lives together, believe it or not. You've actually literally grown up together, I'm sorry to say that, and infected one another with each other's personalities.
I mean, it's really depressing.
It's sad. It is.
Yeah, yeah. It didn't help it didn't hurt to legitimately care about everybody on this stage, frankly. But yeah, I think a mutual trust. You know, yeah.
When it works, it works.
When it works, it works. Thanks, buddy.
How do you prepare for each version of your role, and how does that preparation differ from your normal variation, like your normal preparation as Cass? Sorry, it's long.
In one sentence, please.
Play all these different things, right? How do those different versions, how does your preparation vary from just playing normal Cass?
Down for
okay.
him.
I want to make sure he gets it.
Can you use smaller words? How do you pretend to be different?
Lots of Casses.
Lots of Cass. Yay!
You're Winchester.
It's sort of